I got permission to put the mama in a headlock. She tried to shoot me in the bigger bow leg lock. She said she liked the way I stick and make the bed rock.
One time, boy.
All right, wrestling fans, Elite Legend back in the house, ready to take a look at the brand new Retrofest action figure of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Here we see Hacksaw in the video game box style. You see Retrofest. You see the old WWF logo without the F. You see Hacksaw wearing a t-shirt, a crown, a 2x4, and an American flag. Kind of looks like Elite Legend on the 4th of July. So here, this is a matchup of eras. I don't know what's underneath that t-shirt. However, if it's any indication on what's on the side of the box, we see him in a singlet that he wore in 92-93, which was the early days of Monday Night Raw when Hacksaw Jim Duggan took Shawn Michaels to the limit and nearly captured the WWF Intercontinental Championship. If you take a look at the back of the packaging, you see here, reminiscent of the video game, you see Hacksaw Jim Duggan and his bio. You see he's from Glen Falls, New York, weighing not 600 pounds, he's 6'3", 270 pounds. And I think that's just the weight of his 2x4 alone. Now you see his signature moves are the Old Glory knee drop and the leaping shoulder block. His finishing move is the 3-point stance, and he is known for having all of the hose prior to The Godfather. So without any further ado, let's break this guy out of the packaging. And now we see Hacksaw out of the packaging. And I love this figure. As we see his knee pads, he has the American flag knee pads. He has the tall white wrestling boots. He has his 2x4 that appears to be dented of sorts. And he also has his cheap American flag that is made out of a sticker. However, Mattel did make up for that by finally giving us a cloth shirt. I wonder why they've never given us a rubber flag. However, that's beyond the point. We got the paper flag here. We got the cloth shirt. It has a pretty cool decal on it of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Says, ho! He has the beautiful crown. And he has his eyes. It looks like he's looking in two different directions. He has his tongue sticking out. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is ready for action. If you take a look at the side of the figure, you can see that he does have the American flag on the side of his boots as well. Let's take a look at the back, and there is no design on the back. He has his long hair. There you see the back of the flag. His bented 2x4. Now let's go ahead and strip this guy down and see what's under the t-shirt. All right, and here we see that underneath the t-shirt, he is wearing a singlet. So this is from the run that he had in 1992-93 on the early days of Monday Night Raw. Let's take a look at the back. And we can see that great deco there, the American flag. His hair is a little bit reddish. However, if you recall, for that time period, he had kind of blonde frosted highlights. Now, you guys are familiar with the Elite articulation, but for those of you who may not, let's take a look at what the articulation looks like. So he does have a double jointed knee. I'm not going to articulate him because it's very cold in Chicago, and he may snap in half. But he has a double jointed knee. They have a pretty much a joke of an ankle pivot. There's really no pivot there. These guys fall over. They would benefit from having stands, each one of them coming with their own stand. However, let's go ahead and take a look at some comparisons now. And here we see the original Hacksaw Jim Duggan from the Mattel Legends line on the left. And we see the brand new GameStop exclusive Hacksaw on the right. However, I'm not sure if this is a GameStop exclusive because I did not find it at GameStop. I got this on Amazon. Now, one of the things that is concerning me, if you look here at the crotch, I know that's probably one of the areas that you don't look at first on action figures. This crotch is broken. the articulation on this figure, I don't articulate him much because if you lift his legs up, it looks like the crotch breaks. So be very careful with your hacksaws. These go for much more than the average Mattel Elite figure. So I'm a little disappointed that this figure, the new one, didn't come with the same body here because this is great for customization. However, he does come with the singlet and he does come with chest hair. As you probably can't see it that well. However, it is there. There is some chest hair there, which means he's probably a heel. Now, let's take a look at another comparison. Let's take a look at my custom. Not a good custom. I never actually finished this custom, but there you see, that's what I was going for. I never actually got to do the knee pads or the back design, but there you see Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I was going for the 1992-93 look, but luckily we got one from Mattel. Now, unfortunately, I wasted a Hacksaw Jim Duggan torso. I could have just used this for another custom figure. However, it's already done. Maybe I'll paint it black and use it for a Wahoo McDaniel or a Chief J Strongbow. But there you see the back. No design on mine. Beautiful design on the actual figure. Different color hair. I think the hair sculpt might also be different. It's too close to tell, but you definitely can see it's a different face scan. Now let's take a look at another comparison. This is another Hacksaw Jim Duggan. If those of you who recall, about a year or so ago, we got a basic Hacksaw Jim Duggan that came with his face painted, similar to how he had his face painted when he teamed up with Demolition. So there you see Hacksaw. Again, if you take a look at the crotch area, it is broken in half. My God, it's broken in half! And here we see my other custom Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This is Hacksaw in his early days in the WWF. This can also be Hacksaw from Mid-South. So there you see him with his custom painted black tights, white boots, white knee pads, and he's ready for all them hoes! And by God, that son of a bitch, oh no, it's gotta be Kane! It's gotta be Kane! It's gotta be Kane! So this is how I'll be displaying my Hacksaw Jim Duggan, not with the t-shirt, but with the 2x4, with the American flag, and his eyes facing to the east and one facing to the west. And here we see Hacksaw Jim Duggan Party. We see Hacksaw with the Jakks Classic Superstars Harley Race cape or robe, with the SummerSlam basic head on the Legends body, with the crown that came with the Retrofest Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Here we see the original release of Hacksaw Jim Duggan from the Legends line of Mattel. Here we see my custom Hacksaw Jim Duggan, reminiscent of the days from when he was next in line to be the champion of the WWF. Actually won the Royal Rumble. The very first Royal Rumble comes with the shirt that came on the Retrofest figure. And then we see the Retrofest figure with the flag and the 2x4 and the singlet and the eyes looking like crisscross, making you want to jump. So now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for stopping by and taking a look at my new Hacksaw Jim Duggan. These guys are ready to start wrangling all the hoes. So until next time, make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it with other wrestling fans. Make sure you share it with anybody that's a fan of the hose. Make sure that you share it with anybody that loves lumber or wood, or a combination of the two. Anybody that loves the stars and stripes and the crowns and capes and the face paint and tights. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button, share this. Continue to support the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can qualify for giveaways galore at the end of this month. Until next time, make mine elite.